6:56, and I call this meeting of the General Government and Public Safety Committee to order. I know attendance has been taken. Comments from citizens? Hearing none. Do we make that motion?
Yeah, I make a motion that we move the Section 7 Economic Development Chamber of Commerce. Actually, no. Is that right?
It is.
Yes,
It
it
is.
is.
Okay, yeah. Chamber of Commerce, move that up to before the police department.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We have now updated the agenda. So, economic development, Chamber of Commerce reports. The floor is yours.
So we just wanted to give an update on the, I guess the situation with the chamber. Jenny Zollers has announced her retirement at the end of the month. We are currently in discussion and taking applications for a new director's position. Is it March? Our contract's up with the city in March?
I believe I heard March.
Okay, for the
It
funds.
will be.
We will be, I'm gonna use the word presenting, or requesting some assistance with the city in the wage for the director, trying to bolster that a little bit. I know it's been the same for years and years and years, and it might be a sticking point as of right now. We don't know that for sure. We haven't sat down for interviews, but it will be a potential request from us. As the chamber, I'm the chamber president. I probably shouldn't have stated that at the beginning, but my term is up at the beginning of April, so someone else will be taking over at that point, but we want to make sure that the ball's rolling.
What is the current salary?
16,000 something, and I don't know the exact number.
And we pay $6,000 a year.
I believe so. I think it's.
I think
I was thinking 6 or 8.
I thought it was-
Something like
I
that.
thought-
I think it's 6,000.
I think it's 6,000.
Yeah, right around
I'm
6,000.
pretty sure. So you're saying that potentially you would like to get a little more help from the city for that role, potentially to be able to attract
Yes,
someone.
for a part-time position, yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
So I want to make sure that that's what you were, so 6,000, we're seeing what we could do to
Yes.
help partner with the chamber.
Yeah, and then whatever we've got to bring
Mhm.
to the board, Tara, we can communicate, or however that works. This is all new to me, so we're gonna try to do the best that we can on our end and give you as much information as we need to, so. Other than that, I think tomorrow is our member meeting at noon. We're gonna present her with a certificate, I guess, type thing. If you,
I plan on being
Mr. Cox wants to be there, they'll present
there.
that.
And that'll be where?
At
Right here, right? That's what I thought, that's where we had last time, yeah, good.
Yeah, so, anything else?
No? I don't think so. There has been one person we had apply, they were concerned about health insurance. Is there, I don't know if there's ever been discussion about the city health insurance helping with some sort of position we have with the chamber that's even on the table or off the table.
It's a part-time employee, it's off the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, it's all,
Can't
do
yeah,
it for part-time.
Okay. Yeah, I think 25 years ago, this was a part-time position. My opinion, it's not a part-time position anymore. We just don't have the money to hire somebody. It's a lot of work for not a lot of pay. And that's gonna be reflective of the candidates that we get, quite honestly.
I think with
So,
the expectations you all put in there and what the criteria you're looking for, as you move into this century of, Facebook and everything else and those skill sets, I think you're gonna have to pay some more money, and I think it will be, it's what, 20 hours a week right now?
Right.
I don't know how a chamber member could get fair representation of 20 hours a week, personally. So I see the need to probably bolster that position in some form or fashion as partners, because done correctly and it being a full-time job or a full-time job of some sort, I think it lends itself to us getting a lot more out of it, as we try to spend more time being focused on helping the city,
Right.
you know.
And a more capable candidate. I mean, that's one of our biggest things right now is we're kind of in the middle. of who we're getting. You know, we can get the really young ones fresh out of college, or we can get the real old ones that are retired, but that, in that middle spot, that really knows how to communicate and serve the community.
Need a lot of energy in that role.
Tim, you might have already discussed, Jenny works at home, right?
She does right now. She works from home. She's gonna finish out her term from home, but we just signed a lease first of the year on, a new office in the American Family Insurance building down here, 108 South Rollins,
That'd be
Suite
a
3.
plus.
So we will, our new director, hitting the ground on February 1st, will be in an office, physical location.
Was set office
Set
hours.
office hours, all that good stuff, so. We're
What's
moving.
that cost? What's that cost gonna be?
We're renting that, office space for $350 a month, which is highway robbery for us.
Yeah, and that's a good price.
Yeah. It's really
Good
good.
location.
And that's utilities included, so.
Good. Good.
It was a step that we felt we had to make. We kind of, through COVID, you know, had to make a step in one direction, and we're past that and over that, and we're ready to put somebody back in an office, and as you said, you know, represent the community better and the members of the chamber, so. That's about all we got.
You have any questions? Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for yours. Appreciate it.
Now, you can stay for the rest of the meeting.
My good luck.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I'll stay.
Okay. Moving on, police activity reports in your packet. Chief, is there anything you want to point out specifically?
Yeah, I hope we don't need another water pump. We've got 2 cars that are down. It's not just a local problem, it's a across the nation problem. I don't know if it's just a flaw in that particular model or what it is, but Dodge Durangos are horrible right now. They're basically a paperweight, to be honest with you. We had one guy resign, and I offered a job to a guy today, so we're staying at 0 there. We've had some few break-ins in the lockers, the storage lockers, and some cars being rummaged through, you know, so. The good thing is we're not having robberies and serious assaults and big-time thefts and that kind of stuff, so. You take it with a grain of salt and look at it prospectively, and I think we're doing fine.
You said you had an officer resign. When's their last day?
Well, officially 2 days from now, but they finished up this last work period. He's turned his stuff.
Who was,
Sutton, Jaden Sutton.
So is it okay to cancel the account?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any questions for the police?
Was there a reason given for the resignation? That you can share in public session?
Well, I think at the end of the day, he just would rather have a bigger area to run, more of a county type work environment. And the guy that we hired is coming from the county work.
10 year in, right?
People like different things.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, thank you, sir. Fire department activity reports in your packet. Denny, is there anything you want to point out?
Busy month, you know, doing Santa Claus on Christmas morning, and that was a cold morning. We didn't use the trucks because we didn't want to freeze the pumps up, so. Along with I think there's like 87 calls for the month of December. Jeez. Crazy.
I
Well,
feel
a
like I
lot
hear
of-
sirens every morning.
Huh?
I feel like I hear sirens go off
So
every
do
morning.
I.
You do, right?
I feel the same way. But I mean, there's some legit and some you wanna think, I don't know if it's legit or not, but what are you gonna do?
So do we need to start banning flickering Christmas lights? I heard we got a call for flickering Christmas lights, I thought it was
Yeah, we did, that was at the
can you
test.
just unplug it, would that work?
I think what actually happened was the steam from the exhaust of the building people were looking at it, and it was making the lights behind it look like it was,
When the gazebo was it?
no, it was the Catholic church. You know, yeah, it was a Catholic church.
At least the neighbors were watching out, right?
Well, they did leave candles burning inside there when we walked around inside there, so.
Inside the church? Oh, well.
I'm not Catholic, but I mean, they act like it wasn't no big deal. I thought, yeah, it is to me.
I think that's normal.
It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal.
It didn't to me. I don't think I put it out.
So at our Baptist church, we use battery operated candles.
These were not
So
battery
they don't
operated.
have-
These were not battery operated. But no, I mean, like the Christmas thing went okay. We had a little bit of help from other people. Some local town people helped us. And like I said, we didn't use the fire trucks because it was a little chilly that morning.
Yeah, it was.
You get tons of, people talking about it when it happens and afterwards. I mean, a lot of people really notice it, and I think appreciate it, I'll say that.
Yeah, a lot of it, it didn't seem like we had a lot come out, but we went through quite a bit of it.
Some of the guys on the truck said that you could tell it was a little colder this year because the kids were standing at the door expecting Santa to walk to the door. So I mean, maybe just the weather played a part in that, but.
Well, they had the game controller.
Yeah, they would crack the door
We
open.
just go to the fire station, everybody drives through the fire station, and hand them out one there.
It was also Sunday morning, so I know
Yeah, that's true.
when the truck pulled on our street, we were heading out to church.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Yeah, more people would have been at church.
like I said, this is one of these things that you never know what's gonna happen that
Sure.
morning.
Yeah.
But
You can tell
everybody
who's
still
where.
appreciates it.
Out traveling because of a long weekend, who knows?
Right.
Is there any other towns that do this?
I have never heard of one.
We do
Yeah,
very
I
few.
I know that.
That's a good
there's
thing.
smaller towns. that-
I mean, I know you've seen them where Hallsville donate or give food out and stuff in the guard. I think it was in the guard.
Yeah.
We've
But I
been
mean,
doing
I've
it for how
never,
long?
huh?
We've been doing it for a long time, haven't we?
Well, I've got pictures from back in like 1938 or so where they did toys. Chance Company's got a flat, that shows a truck with doing toys, you know. The guys on a old flatbed truck and probably 38 to 40, you know, then.
Well, the younger people here is gonna be on this board forever. Keep that going, okay? Keep that going. Matt, keep that going.
It's quite a
Notice
project.
that's the only person you picked.
Yeah, yeah, you heard what he said about the rest of you. I don't know if you caught on to that.
The trouble is like everything else nowadays, it's finding enough of, you know, Lisa and I went to multiple towns to get that much candy and stuff, 'cause that's just the way life is, I think, anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I've lived in, 3 or 4 states, half a dozen or more cities. This is the only place that has done this. So, it is unique here, and it is a blessing.
it's a tradition. Yep, I agree.
Any other questions for the fire department? Other public safety, emergency management, is there anything there?
No, we got an LEPC meeting later this month that I'll be attending in Columbia. I did receive a call from Chris Kelly Saturday night about the roads. They were just asking if we have road crews out yet. And there were several accidents in the county and close to Centralia. So they were just checking in to make sure we were all right. I thought that was pretty good.
Did the repeater get installed from Boone County?
I know that process has been started, but I don't believe that they had the equipment in yet to install it.
Okay.
And I know that they're also working on the licensing.
Is that repeater going on the water tower?
From my understanding, yes.
The Lakeview water tower, or which one?
No,
This
it'll
one?
be on the Howard Burton with, where their equipment is.
Okay.
Anything for protective inspection? Nope, okay. There is a report from the chamber in your packet. Any questions or comments on that?
I will say, up until obviously several months ago, I wasn't super involved with the chamber, but, over the last several months, I've just noticed a lot more activity and involvement in the chamber. And I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. They've got a lot of big plans. They are wanting to, by, I believe, February, have their entire year planned out for what they're gonna do for community events. They're really getting it together and working hard on stuff.
Good.
Their social media presence has kicked up a notch. It's not just resharing things, it's a lot more new things.
They brought in a lot of younger, newer.
I know they had an intern or something.
They've got,
Yes.
they've got Josh, who works at Edward Jones in there now, and you have Hillary that was here, and some others that have joined, that are on the board now, that are, I think, infusing a lot of youth and energy, and they can get a lot of synergy off it, I think, moving forward, so, you know, we'll talk about it and see what they wanna do, but they're looking to try to get somebody in here that's gonna actually, I think, grow it at this point, you know, versus maintain it, which is cool for all of us, I think.
Moving on to park board. There are meeting minutes in your packet. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, moving on to library board. There's a meeting agenda and meeting minutes in the packet. Any questions or comments? Okay, moving on. I assume no cemetery board or tree board?
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. Bills over $1,250.
Really small list.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very,
Which is like you said,
So by next week, it'll be huge. Lots of big projects. It's just timing.
well.
Normally I don't see it this small, but.
Sorry.
Don't say Beth, way to just blow us
Yeah, I'm
all up.
sorry.
We could have.
One night's all they need,
Enjoy it one
just
night.
enjoy it, you know. That's
Enjoy it
okay.
one night, next week, not so much.
This is coaching opportunity. Next time you're
it's a
in.
coaching opportunity.
3 hours at least, let us do it.
Darn.
Good job.
Well, hearing no questions on the 3 entries on the report. Moving on to financial statements. Tara, is there anything you want to point out?
No, not at this time, other than, there will be some journal entry corrections made. Aaron noticed in, several of the water funds that there were negative, but we have over $3 million in the water project fund, so, or sewer fund for the sewer project, so, I know a lot of, expenses that were paid out of the wrong funds for the sewer project, so, you'll see
That's
quite,
good.
quite a bit of that and.
Reentry.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Moving on to other general government. Anybody else? No. Any as may arise?
I got one more question.
Oh, sure.
Did you get that application I put in your,
Yes, I'm sorry,
your sorry, is what?
because I didn't do anything with it tonight.
Oh,
There is a fire department application.
yeah, young man, I mean, he's got his EMT license and all that, and he's wanting to be a good asset to get on.
Sure.
I'll get it to Maryland so we can get a physical schedule.
Good.
Okay, I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, we stand adjourned.